We are coming to the end of the 75th anniversary part 2 promo, so I thought why not do a promo review. We're going to be going through everything that I think about this promo, what's good, what's not good, and what you guys think. So let's get started, and let's start off with the actual format. Now, it is a very similar format, if not exactly the same format as a Harvest promo that we had earlier this season. So it is a very similar format to that. Whether you guys like that or not, that's up to you. You can form your own opinion. I didn't do a promo review on that one, but it is very similar. They only tweaked a couple of things which we'll go on to later on. But basically what you had in essence was you had these different events unlocking at different times throughout the whole day, and then you'd also have them reset at different times throughout the whole day, which I think is good. It's getting you to go on the games at different times to try and play through these events when they do reset. Yes, you can wait until all of them unlocked for the day and then play them all in one go, or you could just wait until they reset at different times and play through each different one. I like that aspect because it is a little bit different. You're not simply playing through all your events and that's it, you're done for the day. You have to wait until they do reset again and again and again, which I think is a pretty good format, especially with some of these events. They could be tweaked a lot more in different ways, which we'll go on to as well. They also added this extra event, which does give you some extra tokens over there that you can pick. Basically, it's a select pack, and then you can pick them, and that unlocked after the very first day of the event, which I thought was pretty good compared to Thanksgiving, where we had to wait, I think, 3 days before the event in the middle actually unlocked. I think that was a little bit decent. Now, the one thing they did change, there was a major sort of change with this promo compared to the Harvest promo, was they did actually add these exchange sets over here where you could exchange different decade tokens to pick ones that you thought were necessary. Like we had with the Harvest promo, you had different food items. They didn't actually have this exchange set, which made it extremely difficult to try and get your players actually the ones you wanted, like the food masters that you wanted, which I think is pretty good, them adding this set over here. And you also had the masters. Now, the 93 overall master, you're probably not going to get that. It's not possible to get him no money spent unless you win a load of giveaways on EA's Discord server or on Twitch, but you probably couldn't get that no money spent. You could get a 91 overall master, however, no money spent, I reckon, and maybe even 2. And also this 92 John Stockton that finally dropped in the game, and I think you could definitely get him no money spent. I played the first 2 days of the promo, and that is it, and I'm already at 150-ish tokens over here to be able to get John Stockton. So if you've been carrying on playing throughout the whole promo, you're probably on your way to getting this 92 John Stockton completely free. If you have been getting lucky with some of the packs, getting lucky with some of the actual events themselves, I reckon you could definitely get him no money spent, which is actually pretty decent. You're getting a free 92 overall player or a couple of free 91s. That's pretty good. Yes, you're not getting that 93 overall Oscar Robertson, but you are getting some extra players over here that might help your team. You got a Bob McAdoo at finesse center, you got Tiny Archibald at a power point guard, you got Dominique Wilkins at power small forward, you got Kevin Garnett at strategic power forward, and you got Ray Allen. Yes, another Ray Allen. That is one downside of the promo I can think of straight away. Why do we need another Ray Allen card? Yes, he's at finesse, but come on, we really need some other players. There's other players that loads of you guys mentioned, which we'll go on to, that actually need to be in the game that we haven't had in ages. Yes, it's so nice to have Derrick Rose in the promo. It's so much fun to have him in this promo, which is pretty good. Looking back at the 75th anniversary of the NBA and all the players that have been in for the last 75 years, I think that's pretty good. Looking back at all the decades, yes, it is a very similar concept because we have had this promo before. That's why it's part 2 and not part 1, because we had part 1 earlier in the season. I don't know whether we'll have a part 3, and maybe we keep going throughout the whole season, which I get because obviously it's being celebrated in the NBA and it's through the whole season, which is pretty good. And you're basically going to celebrate that through the whole season. So I guess we'll probably have another format like this one. So overall, it's an okay promo. It's not the best, it's not the worst, it's okay. At the moment, I'm not currently playing it. I just played a couple of events here, and it's not the fact that it's necessarily as bad as Zero Chill. It's a bit better than Zero Chill, but it's nowhere near as good as Look Back, where I was actually engaged with it and wanting to play through and grind. And I did think about this, maybe it's because I'm just not enjoying playing any mobile games at the moment, but that's not true. FIFA Mobile, I've been enjoying playing through all of those promo events, and those are repeatable events. You play the same ones each day, but I'm enjoying playing it because they keep adding new stuff here and there. They keep adding new players every single day, which you can try and get through targets and stuff, which is so much fun to be able to do. And that's why I guess that we're lacking at the moment with NBA Live Mobile. There's no sort of thing where you can just get players every single day within a promo that are a little bit less than the highest overall players. Obviously they're going to be less than a higher overall player because they're little side players over there. Yes, we get side promos with NBA Live Mobile, we have the new signature promo over there, but it's not the same thing getting extra players within the promo, which I think something to maybe think about when we're adding new promos in the game with NBA Live Mobile. And come on, we really need a new format. We haven't had one in a very long time. The last time we had a new format, a completely new one, was when we had that No Shave November promo, which was ages ago. That was in November, which was ages ago now. So hopefully EA can maybe think and make a new promo. We are getting a new one on February the 1st, along with a brand new monthly master and live pass. That's whole separate stuff that hopefully we'll get, and hopefully the promo is a good one. Hopefully it's not another copy and paste format, although at the rate we're going at, it could be another Lightning versus Thunder format, another Naughty or Nice format. that sort of format over there, or it could be another highlight reel format, something like that. I don't know. We really need a new format. But enough of me talking about my opinions. I asked you guys on my community page what you guys think of the promo, so let's take a look at some of your ideas. So if you want to appear in any of these future promo review videos, make sure you're subscribed with notifications turned on, because then you have a higher chance of you seeing my community posts, so you can take a look at them for whenever I ask for your opinions on the game or in certain promos over here. But let's start off. Jason Poole says, I feel like having 2 pay to win the Grandmasters types of promos in a row feels a little unfair. They could have reduced the probability of getting certain things from packs rather than having a pay to win. I don't know what to say. I agree with that. Like, we have had 2 pay to win Grandmasters in a row, obviously with James Harden from Zero Chill, and now this one, the Oscar Robertson. I think it's a little better than Zero Chill, but it's still not anywhere near the look back promo. Like, we've come from such a high down to a bottom, and now we're sort of like going in between the bottom and the middle. I'd say we're not at the middle yet. I think we need a lot more improvements in the promo. The Dusty Woo over here put a massive paragraph. I did read it, and there are some really key points about the game. Like, it's genuinely disappointing. I mean, I can't think anything worse than this. He went on to say stuff about like other NBA Live Mobile creators, and I appreciate the fact that he's like supporting me and all of that stuff. He goes on to talk about how that there are so much things that need to be fixed in the game aside from just this promo with monthly masters, campaigns, and all of that stuff. And I agree with all of this stuff pretty much, but I'm going to try and talk about some of this stuff in a future video, so I don't want to go over it too much over here. And he did also mention, like, obviously we had a lot of hope with that look back promo, and now EA have just kind of ruined it with these 2 pay to win promos. Arnav over here says it's really annoying because after the look back promo I was really feeling good about the future promos, but then EA puts 2 back-to-back pay to win promos, which are just disappointing for me at this point. For me personally, on my team, none of the 91 overall masters will make it, except for Dominique Wilkins, who can maybe make my bench. I like the format other than the fact that it's pay to win. I'm going to try FIFA Mobile during the promo, as it's just a waste, as you can't get the Grandmaster anyway. Yes, I agree. Like, a lot of people don't actually need the 91s. Yes, you can get one, no money spent. Yes, you can maybe get the 92, but a lot of people still don't need that for their team. Like, people need a little bit higher overall players and stuff like that. But I do recommend, like, a bunch of you guys, if you don't play FIFA Mobile, go check out some of the stuff on there, because trust me, you won't be disappointed. Even if you don't like football, you can still enjoy that game, I think, and maybe that even sparks like your love for football, because trust me, it's a really great game with some of the promos and especially the gameplay. The gameplay is just absolutely nuts. I will have a video on that one. Chad Alpha here says it's better than the Thanksgiving promo that had the same event design because of the ability to trade in cards for other cards. I don't know the pull rate on the 100 stamina event, but I pulled Derrick Rose, so I should be able to finish the Ray Allen and probably either Stockton or another 91. So it's a little better than Zero Chill. For me, it's a C- because at worst free to play, you are getting a 92 John Stockton. I agree, like, it is better than the Thanksgiving promo just because of that exchange set. I still think there's work to be done here and there with some improvements from the promo and the players that we're getting from that, and whether you can get them normally spent and pay to win. Like, I get you have to have pay to win promos over there. Like, in FIFA Mobile, there are cards that you can get in a promo that are completely pay to win. You can't get them, but that still doesn't mean that there aren't great rewards for you, no money spent aside from that, which I think NBA Live Mobile needs to take a look at. PJH says it's another promo style that I don't like. Putting timers on events makes the promo boring. Honestly, I can't stand what this current development team has done with the game. They have not done a thing to make this game better. Same boring content over and over again, alluding to the fact that, again, we've had those copy and paste promos again and again and again. It's getting a little bit boring now. And then also putting timers on events. Like, I remember in season 4 we just had repeatable events on some promos, and that was so much fun to play through and just grind through, because then it was basically who could grind the most and get to the top, who could get the most, and not having to just wait for your specific tokens again and again and again. You'll get a certain amount every single day. That's not going to change. When we had repeatable events, you could get anywhere between, I don't know, 1,000 points, and some people, if you spend ages, you could get up to like 100,000 points in a day, depending on how much time you spent on the game. Whereas now, if you spend, say, 10 minutes a day playing through your different events, that's it. You'll say get 20 tokens. Whereas if someone spends about an hour on the game playing through a promo, playing through other stuff, you'll still get exactly the same amount of tokens by the end of the day if you've done exactly the same events. Whereas I like the fact that we had repeatable events in season 4. Hopefully we could get another couple, because it would be very nice to see. We got another comment saying not bad 1 week for a 91 overall player. Agreed. Some people will look at it in a good way. Like, 91 overall player is pretty good for some people's teams. Say it was a 92 and it is a week, so that is pretty good that it is just a week and we don't have to have this promo out for, say, a week and like 5 days or something like that, like the Zero Chill promo. It is a little bit better on that front. Okay, so the Chief over here said tried the promo yesterday, did about 2 of the decade events and just came off the game. There's really no motivation for me to play anymore. Nothing really new has come into the game since I joined. No improvement, which wouldn't be a problem if the game was polished and had a variety, but really it isn't and it doesn't. Don't know how they plan to move forward, but it's certainly not worth it right now. I agree. agree. We really need some improvements. We're at a really low point in NBA Live Mobile right now, especially coming after the high of the look back promo. And I keep coming back to that point because I keep having to come back to that point of coming off of such a great promo and now dropping and dropping and dropping to where back at the bottom, and it's just so annoying. And the final comment over here says, this game is just getting boring day by day. I think they should improve the gameplay and bring some better promos rather than copy and pasting. Agree. And that is going to sum up the video pretty much. It is a decent promo. It isn't the worst, it isn't the best. We do need some massive changes though, and hopefully that can happen, but at the moment it's not looking likely. Hopefully something though can happen, and hopefully the game will get better. But that is going to be it for the video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, drop a like on the video and comment down below, what do you think about this promo? It's all good saying whether you like it, whether you don't like it, but also explain why you don't like it or whether you do like it and why that is. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And if you want to know exactly how you can get these masters completely free and no money spent, go check out this video in the bottom left hand corner. I went through absolutely everything you need to know to get these 91s and the 92 John Stockton. Go check out that video, and I'll see you guys in that one. Peace.